They are forming a powerful alliance with the goal of saving our children. The DRT Brain Love Foundation, the Udonis Haslem Foundation, in collaboration with Miami Dade College, are pooling their resources to address the rising suicide rates among our children and teens. Here now to talk more about the mission, our former Miami Heat star, you know who he is, Udonis Haslem, Mr. 305, the OG, joining us here on the set, who created the foundation in his name. It's psychiatrist. You've seen her before as well. She's a friend of our show, Dr. Delvena Thomas, founder of the DRT Brain Love Foundation. Thank you both for joining me on Voices this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's good to have you. Yes, and you've been busy, brothers. Are you retired?
I got more busy, but I think I still got time for the things that are important. I make time for the things that are important, so that's what my focus is. Obviously, just prioritizing things and being a father. You know what I mean, and having 3 young black men that I'm raising. I understand the importance of this.
Hope for Tomorrow is a one-day summit taking place on October 5th at Miami Dade College's North Campus. Saving lives is a major undertaking. So, Dr. Delvena, what do you hope to accomplish with this?
We want to save lives, as you said. We need to reduce the rate of the suicides that have been occurring in our communities. We know that numbers don't lie. Suicides have been up. They peaked again in 2022, Jawan. And what we know now is that the second leading cause of death in children ages 10 to 14 is suicide. The third leading cause of death in children 15 to 24 is suicide. Nearly 50,000 people died by suicide last year. That is a problem. It is a crisis in America.
And Udonis, let's talk about 2 of the pillars of your foundation, which are children and mental health. Talk about the needs that you're seeing from those you hope to help.
As a grown man, I sit here now at 44 years old, and it's still lonely at sometimes because I don't have my mother and I don't have my father, and I lost my stepmother about 5 months ago. So those things, when you sit around and you look around and your whole friend group still has their mother to call, or your whole friend group still has their father to call, and you're that guy that don't have your mother or father to call. So I look at these things and I say to myself, okay, let me be the example. Even at 44, it still gets lonely. Even at 44, I still need somebody to talk to. Even at 44, I don't have the answers. Even at 44, I still need guidance. So I still have a therapist. I still reach out to him on the regular.
Well, Dr. Delvena, what could possibly be going on in a young person's life, a child's life, that they could reach that point of desperation where they would want to take their own life? Absolutely,
yeah. So things are so much different for them than they were for all of us. We're like in the same age group here. You're the baby right now, but that's okay. So these kids, they have the pressures of social media. So we have kids who have social media addiction, who are being bullied through social media, who are not learning conflict resolution skills, who are not eating healthy. These are the issues that are contributing to the higher rates of depression, which then leads to suicidal thinking.
Do you believe that they actually realize and truly understand that death is final? That these kids understand that?
They don't. They don't understand. They are seeking a temporary solution for something that is, or a permanent solution, pardon me, for a temporary problem. And I think more communication, more talking needs to take place between the parents and the children, so that way they can tell them, listen, this doesn't last forever.
You are not alone, and I know you feel like you're alone and you don't understand it, and you tend to isolate yourself and you feel like nobody is going through the things that you're going through. Trust me, I get it. I get it. Of all people, I get it. You are not alone, and that's another message we want to push out there and scream it to the mountaintop, that you guys are not alone out here.
All right, so what will a day at the summit look like?
So we start out in a big group with the parents, the children, the teens, and the specialists, all of the clinicians. We're starting with an interview with another psychiatrist, Dr. Wandalyn Peters. Shout out to her. She wrote a book, I Am an Overcomer. That is a workbook to help children and teens with depression and suicidal thinking. Followed by Dr. Wandalyn is Will Downing. I'm interviewing him to talk about his experience with his daughter dying by suicide. Now, during that discussion, the children and teens teens will leave. They go into their workout and their breakout sessions while the adults stay there with Will Downing and me. The children will have a workout session, 4 different rounds of different teachings with the different specialists. They're learning about conflict resolution, social media addiction, nutrition and diet. So they'll be in their groups for 20 to 30 minutes.
What age group are we talking?
So we're talking ages 8 up to 19.
And so that's who you want to attend, of course, 8 to 19. And,
yes.
and their parents?
Yes, and if you're an adult and you don't have any kids, we want you to come too, because there's some child in your life that you can make a difference for.
Do you need tickets?
You have to register.
Okay, where?
Registration is free. It's on Eventbrite. Hope for Tomorrow. If you search for Hope for Tomorrow, UD Foundation, it'll come up.
All right, I love it. UD, Dr. Delvena, thank you both. I really appreciate it. Brother, you always welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us, man.
You know, man, you always welcome to the show. I really appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah, you guys got to come check it out for sure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
You got it.
Having us.